Greetings and welcome to the generic Toku review. Timestamp April 1st, 2014. That is a hint, this is not my usual show. Here, of course, we talk about all things tokusatsu and then fill time with girly J-pop I stole from the internet. As always, I am your host, Joe Average. And I am woman, as far as any of you know. I'm only here because I'm British. I know a guy who knows a guy who's in Sentai. And I am the world's smartest man. And that's everyone. So let's start off by talking about the latest Kamen Rider news. It seems that the suit actor for Kamen Rider Rock and Roll... Hey, did you just say that's a load of ballyhoo? I'm just trolling, of course. Kamen Rider Raku and Rolu... Why is he called that, by the way? I mean, I know, of course, but to clear it up for our audience. On the Bandamco website, it says Raku and Rolu in plain English under his rival Jazzaman's profile. Actually, it was the Jazzaman toy profile. The one where it was spelled Jazzman? Well, yeah, but it's agreed that that was just a misspelling. Yeah, in accordance with the joust winner's wishes. Hey, now that is the law of our people. We cannot go against it. Anyway, Raku and Rolu's suit actor was horribly injured while shooting for the film Everyone Let's Go Rock and Roll versus Everybody Dancing Dinosaurs. What apparently happened is the English letters spelling rock and roll is my name were to fall onto the suit actor to form his costume as usual, but his head hit the wrong letter, so he got a concussion. So what are your thoughts on this? Woman, let's start with you. Well, it's sad. Fascinating. And you know a guy who knows a guy who's in Sentai? You can just call me Noah. I'm sorry, are you the host? Yeah. Well, anyway, I happened to hear fourthhand that guy was really racist. So it's pretty ironical that the N-bomb dropped on him. Yes, I'm sure his 5 children would appreciate you cracking jokes at their comatose father's expense. Well, what do you think, only here because I'm British? It's an abomination! Nothing good has come of this letter-themed transformation sequence. That's the daffy ploy to make me buy individual letters that they won't package as a set for some reason. You don't have to buy the toy letters. Oh sure, just like you didn't have to order every single one of Spaceman Witch Pindizer's collectible pins. Well, that's completely different. World's smartest man, you've been quiet. What do you think? I was just waiting my turn, but it just so happens that I wrote a poem to honor the suit actor's legacy. He went for the A, but fell from an N. That's nice. On to the next subject then. The latest Super Sentai episode. Yes, it's Go-Go Sentai Bokenja Tasuku Sanju Hachi. Let's start by not describing the episode, but still sharing our thoughts on it. Woman? Why do you always start with me? Because... Fine, world's smartest man. Oh, well, I wasn't all that into the... That's real interesting. What do you think, woman? Well, I think they could have delved deeper into the relationship between Soda and Miyuki. Right. Who? I meant Blue Balls and the girl who turned out to be a cat. Well, yes, of course, I knew that. I was just, greeting that owl. Hoo-hoo. Different hoo-hoo. See, we're friends now. So, know a guy who knows a guy who's in Sentai. What do you think about this episode? I thought I was just high. He really banged his cat? Well, it only showed tongue. Plus, she was transformed into a human by the mystic rainbow cloth. I don't understand why you Yanks get so worked up about this. In Britain, where I'm from, we don't care one way or another about human-feline relations. I'm only here because I'm British. It was not your place to speak right then. I don't care if your input's European. I'm skipping your turn. Oh, dag dilly-hoo. Which means we move to the next topic, Kamen Rider Superfly, Episode 3. Oh, and there will be spoilers for those of you not caught up. Woman, your thoughts on this one? Well, I think Wakaname's sudden call to kill Kamen Rider Zayauderby was a little out of character for him. But I guess that is typical of Watanabe Ultraphoneme's writing. Oh, right. I know so much of his work. He wrote the script for Everybody That's Dancing Dinosaurs versus Come On Let's Shooting Shake Hands, which had a very similar twist to the one in this episode. You know when the girl turned out to be Kung Fu Dinosaur Slayer's sister? True. Probably true. So what would you say on this matter? Know a guy who knows a guy who's in Sentai? Did she just say Kung Fu Dinosaur Slayer? Woman, you don't get to pick and choose which names to go Japanesey on. To you, he's Kung Fu Kyoryu Kira. semantical. And what do you think, world's smartest man?
Well, I believe that the intention of this episode was to show the detrimental effects of being Superfly. Yes, he does have the proportionate strength and flight of a fly, but also the thirst for human flesh.
Enlightening, I assume. I wasn't paying attention. And you only here because I'm British? Well, my biggest tiff's with the way he sucked out Zeoldabe's blood. I mean, going in through the foot like that, really? Well, he has only been a Shoflyjin for 3 days at this point. Days? What are you on about? Oh, sorry, I forgot you were British. I meant to say that he's only been a Shoflyjin for 3 dipper daps of old Aunt Sunny's whirladongers? Well, righto, but he's already gloggated a couple of gooses. He should be sweeney enough to dry out a flan or two. A very authentic point. On to our final subject then, but first a needless intermission girly J-pop song in its entirety. And we're back, technically, but no one's listening by now, so I'm going for a smoke. Is it me, or does that bloke not do much?
Ignored and mistreated, it may be my luck, but that guy there is a really big...
Hey, maybe we should talk about, Ultraman?
Oh god, Ultraman! But no, and I was going to say fuck.
Well then, how about that new show, Armored Rainbow Nazi Squadron Godriker 4? A lot of people seem to think this one's insensitive for some reason.
Everyone's already driven off by the girly J-pop, why talk about anything?
I'm just lonely.
Guys, I've been holding on to this for a long time, but I don't actually know a guy who knows a guy who's in Sentai. I don't even know a chick who knows a guy who's in Sentai. And my real name's Scott Baio.
Alright, I'm back. Let's wrap this one up. Next time on whatever this show's called, we look at the same stuff we always do. I'm your host, Joe Average. With me is woman, know a guy who knows a guy who's in Sentai, only here because I'm British, and the rest.
Hey.
As always, you can find us at jollytheoldsaint.blogspot.com. And now, here is a shit ton of girly J-pop to make this podcast seem longer. Unless you're listening to the YouTube version, in which case, check the description, I guess.